Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's a brand new year 2025 and January just flew by. Well, I did quite a few things, so I'm just here to share some of it, some of my wins and some of my fails. So just sit down and relax. I won't waste your time and I won't bore you, I promise. First things first, I went to Wonderland. Yes, I went to Wonderland and it was really exciting. It was a fun experience. You know that feeling that you want to start the year with something really exciting, something different. So I went to Wonderland and I have a short story, very short story I promise to share. So I went there. It was of course very nice and everything, and I decided to go on this ride they call Pendulum. I don't know who sent me, but well, myself, my friend, and yes, my cousin, three of us went on the ride. We just wanted to try it out. I saw the people were crying. I was like, why are people crying? What is in the ride? Why are people crying? I decided to climb the ride and I saw why people were crying. I was on this ride. I held on to that chair like my life depended on it. I didn't scream, but my eyes were closed throughout. I was just like, I couldn't just wait to get out of that ride. That 5 minutes felt like the longest 5 minutes of my life. I advise you, don't ride that. Pendulum. As soon as I was done with the ride, it felt like I wanted to throw up. In fact, I lost my balance. I had to take Pepsi. Me that I told myself I will not drink Coke this year. I had to take Pepsi to get energy. It's like Pendulum drops blood sugar because I felt so weak. My friend, myself, my cousin, we felt so weak. Some people even threw up safe. And I was like, I didn't understand why they were throwing up until I got on the ride and I could relate. But luckily for me, thank God, I did not vomit, but I just felt really uncomfortable. I felt very restless. I felt hot. I had to take, like I said, Pepsi, something sugary to just help me, get that energy back and everything. And thank God I did. I didn't go on any ride again after that. I just walked around, took pictures. Well, I will just attach some of the videos and some of the pictures here so that at least you can see some of it. And yes, that's what I did. That's one of the first things I did in January. I went to Wonderland, but I enjoyed it honestly. But as for me personally, I will never climb Pendulum again. It can never be me. Yes, it can never be me. Okay, so the next thing I did, well, not like the next thing because they were all like together, just join them together. I registered in the gym, and also my church, we started 21 days fasting. As we all know, many churches in the month of January, they do their fasting and prayer. So my church, we did our own, and I also registered in the gym. So fasting and going to the gym were like together. Was it easy? No, honestly, it wasn't, because you go to the gym and you are breaking in the evening. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it, I promise. Well, it was really fun and exciting to go to the gym because it kept me really excited. It kept me energetic the whole day. I didn't feel tired. Of course, sometimes maybe when I step out and I do one or two things, I may come back and rest a little, but nothing so stressful. No, not at all. But it wasn't easy, honestly, but it was worth it, and I enjoyed every single bit of it. I also attached some pictures and videos somewhere around so that you can as well see some of the things I did, and yes, some of the exercises that I did in the month of January. And as I always talk on fitness, eating well and all those things, I decided to practice it. I'm not just a talkative, I'm a talk and do. Yes, talk and do. And also there's this challenge I gave myself personally, which is to read a book per week. Well, I didn't just come up with it. Okay, just a little background of how it all started. Very short story, I promise. Like I said, I'm not here to bore anyone. So 2024, in the month of September, I went for a particular conference. It was a free conference that Dr. Linus Okore spoke at. It was like a Michelle Holmes conference. So I went there and he asked a question that how many people have read 52 books in a year. Of course, I did not raise my hand because I haven't read 52 books in a year. Well, I read though. I talk about reading and everything. I read and I enjoy reading. It's not something that I force. It's something that I enjoy. It's genuine. I actually enjoy doing it. So he asked how many people have read 52 books. But I didn't even bother raising my hand because I haven't read. How many books have I even read? So when he said that, it actually got me like intrigued and everything. I'm like, okay, it's actually possible to pick up one book per week and read, which I did. So in the month of September 2024, I started the challenge of picking up a book per week to read. So and God's willing and by the help of God, I continued till December. Of course, there were some times I wasn't consistent because of one thing or the other. You know, I traveled and everything, so it was not so easy, but I tried my best. Actually, honestly, I actually tried to keep up. Even if I missed, I think I missed like a week or two, but whatever the case may be, I tried my best to keep up. But this year 2025, I said I would do my very best to meet that quota, so which I did in January, and I read 4 books. Yes, 4 books in January. You can see them. So this is, let me show you the first book, Holy Spirit. Yes, Good Morning Holy Spirit by Benny Hinn, like Pastor Benny Hinn. I read it and I say that it actually taught me a lot about the Holy Spirit, you know, to understand his person better, not just calling out the Holy Spirit and not understanding who exactly he is and how he also has feelings like the Holy Spirit. Yes, so it just gives you a better understanding of who the Holy Spirit is, and yeah, I recommend. And the next book I read was Act Like a Leader, Think Like a Leader. This book it looks small, but whatever. So I read it and it also taught me a lot on acting like a leader and thinking like a leader. You know, many of us, we lead one way or the other in our organizations, in our churches, wherever it is that we find ourselves. Maybe we lead, and it's important that when you just lead, you don't just lead because you want to lead. You need to act, you need to think, you need to have that, you need to have the mentality of a leader. Yes, it's very important, because once you have that mentality of a leader, you can easily push it out to your followers and lead them well, not just leading because you have been given a position to lead. No. So that's it. So we just talked about leadership. Yeah. And the next book I read was The Protocol of the Ark by Pastor Becky Enenche. Yes, my pastor's wife. It just talks about like should I say, there's a process to worshiping God. There's a protocol which needs to be followed. The Bible passage used, very intriguing, very interesting, and not just interesting, but you actually learn a lot. You understand better how to, you know, approach God in worship, in praise, in thanksgiving. It just gives you a better knowledge of what to do exactly. I will still attach the pictures so that you see them properly. And last but not the least, Live Long, Finish Strong by Gloria Copeland. Yes, she talks on life, like, you know, just to live life to the fullest, not having a mentality of when you're age 80 you start having dementia or sicknesses like age-related sicknesses. It's not supposed to be. You can be 80, 90 and still kicking. Yes, you can. It's very possible. So she just talks on it, like explains, or should I say discusses, like, you know, explains how to live like a fulfilled life. And also I recommend all, like I recommend everything. I recommend it. It's not easy, honestly. It's not easy. Yes, it's not, but with determination you can do it, like I did. So that's it. And for my fails, fail, whichever one. Okay, I was recording a video, I think in the month of January. I think I did like 4 videos. There's one I didn't post because my friends, my people, I finished this video with all the excitement, you know, recording, talking, everything. I didn't bother to check if the microphone was working. Yes, please check microphone when you want to record, because these microphones, they will shock you. They will shock you. Anyways, so I was recording, you know, with all the excitement and enthusiasm to record and put out content. At the end of the day, the microphone, nothing, like no sound was heard. I will attach the video. You will see me just talking, just, you know, illustrating things, like putting things out there, and there was nothing. I did not like cry, because I told myself this year no stress, but that day I was stressed because I think I recorded like 2 videos in a day. So the first video, I was done with it, everything went well. There were some challenges, honestly, but at least it went well. But this one, entirely no sound, and I didn't check. But anyways, I still thank God, because it's a lesson that always check your microphone. Please always check your microphone. Well, yes, that's it. Okay, so that's how my January went. Wonderland, fasting, gym, books, YouTube fail. Yes, it was a bit of chaos, discipline, excitement, fun, but I loved every part of it because definitely the experiences taught me how to, better, just to better myself, yes, and how to avoid some mistakes that I could have easily avoided if I noticed them on time. But yeah, that's it. So what exciting thing did you do in January? You can drop it in the comment section, okay? And thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, just tell people about the channel and they won't regret it. So thank you for stopping by as usual, and thank you to those who subscribe. Bye.